Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vice and today we are watching Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai Season 1 Episode 13, the finale. I am so excited to dive into this and figure out how we're going to wrap up Kaide's arc and if we're going to touch on Shoko or if she's going to be for the movie. I know after this season I am watching 3 movies and then Season 2. Just so you guys are aware, I'm going to do the movies every other week instead of weekly just because I need that extra time to edit. And then once we hit Season 2 will be weekly again. But I'm just really looking forward to see how we're going to wrap up Kaide's arc, what she's going through, what Sakuta is going through, and if we're going to touch on Shoko at all. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, you're gonna call him. Is Kaide gonna answer? No one's gonna answer. He's on the phone. He doesn't sound happy. Yeah, she has amnesia about her amnesia now. Keep her here. Oh, this poor man. He never thought he'd get his daughter back. Yeah, Sakuta's like depressed because he has his sister back, but he also lost her. Yeah, you gotta cry. This is it. This is him running and screaming in the rain, having his breakdown. And now she won't go to school tomorrow. Now she's in the hospital. And now it's starting. Now it's starting. Shoko. She's here. Since I've arrived, everything will be alright. What? So she knows him. No. He's so out of it. Yeah, it's like she knows everything. Yeah. You're still her brother. This time around, she tried so hard. What does she mean by this time around? Oh, read her diary. Then you'll know how she felt. But she doesn't really get it. Yeah, because you can't remember them. That's so tough. What'll happen to Kaide? Just disappeared.
いつか楓が治ったら楓さんが帰ってくるんだと思います。だから楓はこの新しい家で楓を楓にしてくれたお兄ちゃんのためにパナ妹になれるよう
She'll do her
頑張
best to be
り
a
ます。
good little sister.
お兄ちゃんは
Kaede.
この春から高校生です。峰ヶ原高校という学校に通います。お兄ちゃんがアルバイトを始めました。帰ってくるのがとても遅くなります。寂しいですけどナスのとお留守番頑張ります。初めてのお給料でお兄ちゃんがパンダの DVD を買ってくれました。
That's so cute.
パンダは素敵です。
They have a healing effect.
なんとお兄ちゃんに彼女ができました。バカな、本当なのです。舞さんはとてもいい人です。楓にも知っていることがあり、お兄ちゃんはずっと後悔
Big
してい
brother
ま
has
す。
always been regretting.
楓さんがいじめられて辛い時に助けてあげられ
He
なかった
regretted being
ことを
unable
後
to
悔し
help her.
楓にはわかります。もしこのまま楓がいなくなったらきっとお兄ちゃんはまた何もできなかったと
Yeah,
後悔
that's
すると思います
exactly what he's doing.
だから楓は
To
目
set
標を
goals.
作ることにしました。お兄ちゃんと一緒に叶える目標です。楓がいなくなっても楓はお兄ちゃんに後悔してほしくありま
She
せ
doesn't
ん。
want him to have
楓
regrets.
の夢をいっぱい叶えてあげたって胸を張ってほしいです。
Oh, this is so
悲しい記憶よ
cute.
りも楽しくて嬉しくて笑顔になれる記憶をいっぱい残していきたいと思います。楓がいなくなってもお兄ちゃん
Even
に
after she's
楓のことを
gone, she'll be happy if Big
笑いながら
Brother
思い出して
smiles when he
もらえたら
remembers
嬉しい
her.
です。
Oh my god, I'm
その
gonna
ために
cry.
楓は頑張ります。多分楓に残された
There's
時間
not
は
much
そん
time
なに
left.
ないんだと思います。
She knew.
お願いします。もう少しだけ楓に時間をください。お兄ちゃんのおかげで
Oh, this is
楓
so
は
tough.
たくさんの丸をつけられました。ずっと怖かった外にも出られるようになりました。舞さんのお家にも遊びに行けました。海でも遊びました。
She accomplished so
パンダも
much
見られました。
with you.
ちょっとずるですけど学校にも行けました。全部お兄ちゃんのおかげです。お兄ちゃんが楓にいっぱいの幸せをくれました。お兄ちゃんの妹になれて楓は幸せです。今も今までもこれからも大好きです。
That's what he
明
needed.
日はお昼の学校に行きます。
Still
我慢しなく
hard.
ていいんですよ。
僕は泣いたらダメなんですよ。
You're
泣
allowed
いたら
to.
僕は楓の思いを裏切ること
You're
になる。
not.
楓が頑張ってくれたのに、それを僕が台無しにしてどうするんですか。
その悲しみも楓さんが作田くんにくれた大切なものなんですから。楓さんの存在の大きさそのものなんですか
It
ら。
proves her existence was real and she mattered.
作田くんはお兄ちゃんなんだから全部受け止めてあげなさい。
And you have to be there for Kaede now, too. God, that was tough. I almost cried. I was tearing up.
一件のメッセージがあります。午後10時
My.
5分。私だけど、楓ちゃんは学校行けた？遅くなってもいいから電話ちょうだい。作田？
おはようございます、舞さん。昨日はすみません。いろいろあって眠ってしまったみたいで、電話に気づきませんでした。
それより楓ちゃんはお昼の学校には行けた？
いえ、学校へは行けませんでした。今は病院にいます。昔の記憶が戻ったんです。ただ、この2年間のことは
The past 2 years, that's such a long time to be taking care of someone and then have them disappear.
体の方は元気ですし、病院といっても検査と様子見のための入院なので。
作田の方は大丈夫。
He's
僕
not.
も昨日はちょっと混乱しましたけど、今朝はもうだいぶ落ち着きましたから。
舞さん、準備はできましたか？
ごめん、迎えが来たみたい。もう行かないと。
はい、それじゃあまた夜にゆっくり撮影頑張ってください。
うん、それじゃ。
She can tell something's wrong.
昨日どうしたの？トイレに行ったっきりで戻ってこないんだもん。
すげえ下痢してトイレと親友になってたんだ。
もう汚いな。
それより楓、パンダ好きか？
Do you like
何
pandas?
何？
好きか？
嫌いじゃないよ。
I don't hate them.
退院したら見に行くぞ。
いいけどわけわかんない。
僕が見たいんだよ。付き合ってくれ。
そういうのは妹じゃなくて彼女を作ってデートで行くべきなんじゃないの？
彼女ならいるぞ。
嘘。
今度紹介するから覚悟しとけよ。結局、翔子さんはあれきり僕の
Shoko
前から
completely disappeared after that night.
中学生の方の牧野原さんと電話は繋がらないし、
Whoa, wait, what?
翔子さんの存在って結局何だったんだろう。
Her existence was like just to help you?
年上の牧野原翔子なんて人間は存在してなかったんじゃない？
いや、さすがにそれはないだろう。
だけど実際2年前と今回牧野
Only
原
you
翔子
saw
の姿
Shoko.
を見たのはあずさ川だけなんです。他の誰にも観測はされてない。あるいはもっとシンプルに考えてあずさ川の作り上げた
An
ただの
illusion you
幻
created.
豚野郎の妄想。
But she's a real person. Why would you create an illusion of a real person, but an older version of that real person that you never met before? It doesn't make any sense.
映画の撮影終わったんですか？
今日の分はね、
She came here for you.
新幹線でまた金沢に戻るから。何よ、嬉しくないの？
めちゃくちゃ嬉しいに決まってるじゃないですか。ああ、お茶入れますね。
お茶は私が入れるから先に服を着なさい。風邪ひくわよ。
はい。
The note from Shoko.
でも本当にびっくりしたな。帰ってくるなら一言連絡もらえれば。
She's upset.
マイさん、
これどういうこと？
You didn't tell her.
それはですね、楓の記憶が戻った日、翔子さんが突然現れたんです。それでうちに来てくれ、落ち込んでた僕を元気づけてくれ。その手紙は次の朝起きたら残ってたんです。あ、と言っても翔子さんがうちに泊まってったわけじゃなくて、いや、僕は知らない間に寝ちゃってたので、
Yeah,
翔
you
子さん
can't
がいつ
say
帰っ
that.
たのかもわからなかったわけですが。でも違うんです。安心してく
Oh
ださい。
no.
決してやましいことは。あの夜本当に僕泣き疲れて眠ってしまった。
もういい。サクタが大丈夫ならそれでいい。
マイさん、
でもごめん。
お
今日はやっぱり帰る。
Oh, she's leaving now.
金沢、新幹線まだあるから。
Yeah, she's
待っ
upset.
てください。
You didn't call
しばら
her.
くそういうの無理だから。
ごめん。
You didn't tell her.
そんなこと言われるために私はサクタと付き合ってるんじ
Man, that sucks.
ちょっと話があるんだけど、
今度にしてくれ。腹減ったし、いろいろ考えなきゃいけないこともあるんだ。
サクタはお姉ちゃんのことだけ考えてろ。
だからいろいろってのはマイさんのことだ。
お姉ちゃん無理して金沢から帰ってきたのに。
だからあれはマイさんが翔子さんのことを勘違いして。
はあ、本気でそんなこと思ってんの？お姉ちゃんサクタのことはちゃんと信用してる。サクタのことが心配で帰ってきた
Yeah,
の。
she was worried.
ここ最近サクタはずっと楓ちゃんのことで大変だったから、少しでもそばにいて元気づけてあげようと思ってたんだ。しかも今日はお姉ちゃんの
Today is her
誕生日だったの。
birthday.
誕生日？
ほら12月2日。
Oh
てかなんで彼女の
no.
誕生日も知らないのよ。は
That makes it
ス
worse.
マホ貸してくれ。
あ、お姉ちゃん今日はまだロケ中だよ。
いいから貸してくれ。
何やってんの？
まだ間に合う。大宮まで出て。
You're
新
gonna
幹線使う。
go. Yeah, go see her.
向こうに着いたら電話して。それとなくお姉ちゃんに居場所聞いといてあげる。
Oh, nice. Though it's interesting that she said that the issue wasn't jealousy, which I kind of thought it wasn't jealousy. I thought it was more hurt. Oh, there
ゃん。
she
どうして
is.
サクタがいるのよ。のどかがしつこく連絡してきたから、もしかしてって思ったの。
それとなくって言ってたのに。
She can't be casual.
ここまで来るのにお金かかったでしょ。
まあちょっとマイさん元気なかったんだ。
サクタはずいぶん元気そうね。
僕も今日は一日しょんぼりしてましたって。
Give her your
よ
coat.
り寒いんだけど。
There we go. Share it.
しばらくこういうの無理って言ってましたよね。
寒いからいいの。
冬万歳。本当にすみませんでした。
いいのよ。
よくないです。ちゃんと謝らせてください。マイさん、せっかく僕のこと心配して金沢から駆けつけてくれたのに。
私もちゃんと謝らなきゃね。せっかくサクタが会いに来てくれたんだから素直にならないと。サクタに誰かの支えが必要だったのはちゃんと分かってた。
You wanted to be that someone, though.
それが私じゃなか
You
った。
hated that it wasn't
ちょっ
you.
とショックだったの。だから昨日じゃなくてもう一昨日だったわね。あんなこと言っちゃったんだと思う。サクタが一番大変な時に一緒にいてあげられなくて。
マイさんはいるだけでいつも僕を幸せな気分にしてくれますよ。
それ私は何もしてないじゃない。
でもそれってすごいことだと思うけどな。僕もマイさんのそういう存在になりたいし。
That's cute.
サクタ、
何ですか？
Kiss.
ね、閉じなさい。
Kiss. We're getting it, finally. A real one.
サクタ、
We are. We're getting it. We're not.
痛いってマイさん。
Should have known better.
なんで？
だってサクタにとってこれが一番のご褒美でしょ。
That was cute.
ありがとう兄ちゃん。
あ、僕の方こそありがと
なんでありがとうって言うの？
う。そういや、カノさんが遊びに来たいって言ってたけど、どうする？
会いたい。
Yay.
じゃあそう伝えておく。他にしたいことある？
学校に行き
I want to go to school.
行けるようになりたい。
もう怖くないの？
大丈夫だと思う。
I have
私
you.
は一人じゃない。
Yeah.
行くか。
And that was Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai Season 1, Episode 13, the finale. What a great finale. I really feel like that wrapped up almost everything. That was really great for Kaede. I really love that Sakuta had his breakdown. I felt like that was really needed because this was 2 years of his life, right? 2 years of his life with his baby sister, and it feels like that's been ripped away from him and that he's failed that version of his sister because she's gone. Kaede is gone and she'll never be the same again. And that's like a lot lot to deal with because the old version of your sister is back. That's great. That's wonderful. But it's a different relationship, right? Like they were probably just normal siblings before this happened. And then he became her caretaker. That's a complete change, shift in responsibilities and in like emotion too. Like you become closer to that person. I have a feeling Sakuta became so close to his sister in a way that he wasn't before. And like that hurts that that's gone now because now you have to kind of like restart that process a little bit. Like, yes, your sister is back, but she's not the same. And your relationship with her isn't the same anymore. It's not as close because she doesn't remember. And that's just it's so tough. And then Sakuta's dealing with a lot of regret. And I'm just so glad that Shoko was there for him in his time of need because that's so interesting to me that Shoko only appears when he needs her. And then she's gone like forever. Isn't that so strange? And like, I understand Futaba's idea that this is an illusion that Sakuta is creating to help him get through these moments. And I would 100% believe that, except that Shoko does exist. That's the one thing I'm having issues with. Like, if Shoko never existed, right, and we never met her younger self, I could believe that this is a part of Sakuta's adolescent syndrome. He is creating an illusion, this perfect girl to help him through his hardest moments, right? But she's real, and that's what I'm having trouble with. Shoko is real, she exists, she is younger than Sakuta in the real world, and Sakuta never met her before this older Shoko started showing up in his life. So he doesn't have a basis for this illusion. So I'm not completely on board with Futaba's idea that this is an illusion that Sakuta is creating. I just can't be. Even though Futaba's always right. I feel like this is the one instance where she's wrong. And then there's the fact that she said something weird, Shoko. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but she said something about this time in referring to Kaede. And I don't know what that means. I'm gonna actually look that up just so I understand the entire quote there. This time around, she tried so hard so you wouldn't have any regrets. This time around. I don't understand what that means, unless this has all happened before. That's my only conclusion from that. Because yes, Kaede lost her memories, but that only happened once. She had adolescent syndrome before she lost her memories. Is this implying that when she got adolescent syndrome, she tried so hard so that Sakuta wouldn't have any regrets? And then the amnesia happened, so she's trying again this time around so he wouldn't have any regrets. That's the only other option I can think of. But otherwise, like this wording this time around paired with Shoko as this entity that only appears when Sakuta needs her the most, it just feels otherworldly. It feels like there's another thing happening here, and I don't know what that could be. But I thought that was really interesting. And then we have Mai, and I felt really bad for her in this episode when she decided that she needed to be there for Sakuta because he was dealing with something really personal and really hurtful, and she really took the time to be there for him, only to realize that someone else was already there for him and she wasn't really needed, and that made her feel awful. And I can 100% understand her perspective on this because your boyfriend was having an awful day. He was suffering with what was happening to Kaede, and he spent that entire suffering with Shoko, someone he used to have a crush on. And then he didn't tell you. And then the next day you come over and you see a note from her, and that's gotta just hurt. Especially because you know that he didn't want to tell you that he was meeting up with her earlier. And now he didn't want to tell you that she spent the day with him. Or maybe in this instance, I think it probably just slipped his mind because of everything that's going on. He didn't really consider what was happening with Shoko as much as he should have, from my perspective. And I can definitely give him grace on that. I mean, he was emotionally struggling and he needed someone, and that someone was Shoko. And it just didn't occur to him to tell Mai what had happened because he was still dealing with Kaede and everything that goes along with that. And then I feel like all of the excuses he was trying to make, I feel like that made everything worse because it really did make it sound like he was keeping this from her on purpose and that he's trying to justify his behavior and his actions. And there's nothing really to justify here. There's an apology, I think, and I think he delivered that pretty well. But I think Mai also had to apologize, and I'm glad she did too, because walking away like she did and leaving, that wasn't cool either. But you know, that's a lot for her to be going through emotionally, and she needed her distance. And so it was the right move for her, but it was also like not that great of a thing to do in this situation that Sakuta is dealing with everything. Like, I can see both sides here. I really can. Shoko's gonna be an issue for them, I think, especially if she keeps appearing, and especially if it's only when Sakuta's alone. And again, we didn't get any answers with Shoko, so she has to be the movie, because we kind of wrapped up Kaede here. I think we wrapped it up so well that Kaede has read the diary. She understands like everything her brother has done for her. She's gonna go to school now. She's going to to finish that dream that the other Kaede had. And I think that really is helping Sakuta come to terms with this as well. So like everything is looking up. So what's gonna happen? Why are there 3 movies and a whole second season? Like what's gonna happen? Because this could have been all really wrapped up nicely, except we're still left with 2 mysteries: Shoko's entire existence and Sakuta's adolescent syndrome. Because it came out, and it's like his own feelings within himself did it to him. All I can think about is like he was crashing out, right? Like he was regretting a lot of things. And I don't know if it was the regret within him that made the clawing, like something needs to come out because you're not letting it out. Is that what it is? And that's why Shoko kept telling him, let it out. I don't know, but that's still intriguing to me too. So there's a lot of unanswered questions, but I feel like they wrapped up a lot of storylines pretty neatly, and I'm happy with that too. I'm really excited for the movie now. I haven't read any synopsis, so I have no clue what the movie will be about. Hoping it's for Shoko, but it could be something entirely different. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode and season 1 as a whole. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like and subscribe and check out my other shows here on the channel. And with that, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!